So this is what it looks like on the back side. Sewn up, made a foot, came back down, and then I put right sides together for the interior and the exterior. Sewed all across, but not the top. I've sewn all a way around. I stopped here. I marked X's with my clips on top of each other, so I knew don't sew here. And then I marked another X over here with my clips on top of each other like that. And I left this open, and then I sewed here and left the top open. Always leave the tops open. Always leave one portion of the interior open so you can flip your bag. Now I'm going to make a strap. I wasn't sure what to use to make it, but I decided to use fabric that I had, the end fabric. So I'm going to put right sides together to make my fabric longer. So you're going to see ugly sides are going to be facing me. And I'm going to sew with these across the top. These are crooked. It's hard to do this one-handed. Here we go. So across the top, and then when you open it, it'll be right sides. I'm going to do that for 4 pieces, and then I'll show you what to do next.
Try it.
This is what the back side looks like. And then I'm going to flip it over to the, well, no, I'm not going to flip it over. I'm actually going to fold this in half, make a crease. After folding in half, you're going to open it and you're going to fold one edge into the middle, into this middle crease, fold it down in, and then you're going to fold the other edge down in. So it's going to look like this. And then once both of those are folded into that middle crease you made, you're going to fold them together like that, and then pin it going all the way down. So here I folded it in half, and then I folded both ends into the half and closed them. So this is what it looks like on cotton, what I did, because it was confusing to me the first time. Fold this material in half, like so. Then you're going to open it. Fold this part into the middle. Fold the other outside into the middle. You want your pretty side to show, and then you fold it like this. Fold in. And then you would sew along this open edge first, because you want to close that. And then you'll sew along the closed edge second. Make sure whatever way you're doing it. So if I start up here, sewing down here like this, I want to do the same thing on the side. Start back up at the top and go down to the bottom. If you go from the top to the bottom and then up again, sometimes it'll make wrinkles throughout your fabric when you're sewing. So now I flipped my bag right side out. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to put my strap on that I just made. So this is the right sides together. You want it to make a U. So you're going to connect right sides together on one side first. Right on your edge. Make it go up a little bit so you can exit or stitch it across a bunch of times. Whatever you have to do to make it be on there thick. You don't want a strap to come off your purse while someone's using it. And I'll show you how to make it go U around the bottom.
Whoever goes on this, I didn't tell you. And blast off. See? You're flying. Woohoo! You got you.
Here, if you want these, you can use those.
These?
Yeah.
We can use these, Mom. I'm not a wolf. I got it all by myself. The wolves.
Be nice, girls.
Dice. Food. A food. This is gonna be our food.
Make sure you tuck your strap in there so you don't touch it at this top part. We're going to first pin the sides together so you know that your purse is lined up correctly. So pin that these sides are together on the right and the left, and then you're going to work your way around on both sides. You know what? I'm going to put a magnet in there. So I took my lining back out and I'm going to fold it in half like this. Don't mind my squeaky girls in the background. Okay, and I marked both sides of the middle. I also took a two pieces of interface. I folded them in half and then fold them in half again and then made 2 clips. 1, 2. That would match where these holes would go. Like that. You don't really need to mark it unless you want to. Now I'm going to open up my lining and I'm going to make 2 slits. One about here, one about there. Right through both fabrics. Now I've made my slits. I'm going to try to do this one-handed so you can see what I'm doing. Where the pocket pieces, your back side of the fabric, you want it to be the piece that looks like this. Oops, there's my hole. You're going to stick that piece in side of the holes that you made. This is the back side of the fabric. Flip it over. Let me see if I can hold this like that. I'm going to take my interface and I'm going to place it down like that. And then I'm going to put my backing on it. I'm going to push it down hard with both fingers and I'm going to push these to the outside because it holds better that way. I know some people like them pushed to the inside, but what I've noticed is when they're pushed to the outside, it's more supportive towards your magnet and it won't have that extra little give where it makes it just look a little funky. Now I don't know how I'm doing this one-handed, but I'm going to do the other side and then I'll show you how it works. Make sure it's lined up right, so I put in the other side. They match. I made the cuts together so I know that they'll work out together. Now I'm going to put the right side, pretty side of my bag, towards pretty side of this fabric. So let me open this up, stick my bag inside of it. It's kind of hard to see. So peekaboo. Stick it inside, line up the sides again, pin it going all the way across. So I have pinned going all the way around the fabric, all the way around. Now I like to start at the back, where's my pocket? There it is. I like to start at the back and the side by where the strap is going to be, and it's not really noticeable right here. So if you start right here and then go all the way around and then stop right here, we will then flip our bag through this little opening. I like to say I also like to keep about this much room. So at the edge of my foot is where I want the edge of my fabric, and that way it's nice and clean going all the way around. It's a nice clean finish for the top. If your lining is extra big, because I do my lining the same size as my outside fabric, I just pinch it towards like the strap on the outside of the strap so it's not thick, too thick. I'll pinch it down like that, and then I'll sew right across on that bump. You won't even notice it. I've sewn all along the edges, and then as you see, I've gone across here another like 5 times. So that's like 10 times going back and forth through the straps. So I don't need to put the X's this time, and I may or may not, I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna see how it feels when I put things inside of this bag to see how it works. Now we're going to find our opening in the side. We're gonna pull, let's see if I can do this one-handed. Pull our bag. Woo! It's like having a bag baby. Alright, pull it right out. Bless you, Melody. Pull it right out. And then keep pulling. It's gonna look weird, but that's okay. It's supposed to. I'm going to use 2 hands and finish pulling it out all the way. You want to see all the prettiness now. Your bag should now look like this. You can see the outside and the inside. We're almost done. We're going to tuck this inside and make sure that we have sewn all the way across. Make sure everything looks good before you close it off. Now I know mine looks good. I checked all my seams. I'm going to sew mine shut. One of these videos, I'll show you a different way where you to make it easier to stitch this shut. But really, I just use my fingers, fold in the fabrics, line them up, pin them, or clip them as you go. I'll show an easier method next time. I was too quick to do this. My girls are restless, so we're almost done. I'm going to push the lining inside of the bag now, and then we will sew along the top. I've clipped everything going around, and I'm just going to sew however you want it. If you think it looks better with the line being sewing further down or sewing closer to the top, do what you think looks best. Your opinion matters. I'm going to do what I think looks best, and then I'll be back. So I am done. I've sewn along the top edge all the way around. The straps I felt were very sturdy, so I just let them be. Perhaps I'll go in later and mark the X's. That's the finished look. And let me see if I can open this. Alright, and those are my, oh, what did I do here? Oh, you gotta go back through. Sew this. So I came back in. If you missed one of your pockets like I did, just find the edges where it missed, fold them both in. No one will be spying inside of your pockets to see where it's closed off. In some bags, you actually pull the bag out right side out through its pocket. So we're going to sew that shut, and then I'll be done. So this is the very end. I sewed it shut. You can't even tell. There's huge, I like big pockets here. Thank you, baby. Okay, and that's the finished.
Do you want to play with me?
You zip it up, and magnet closure, nice long strap, lots of nice sturdy inside pockets. All done.